Vamos friends, this is your boy JTLive, and welcome back to another episode of South Stand Stories. And today we're here to talk about Leeds United 1, Crystal Palace 1, and the whole pre-season as a whole. It was a pretty eventful match at times, however it did kind of die down as the game went on. We started off like a house on fire against Palace. The new players that played very, very well, Rasmus Christensen, Tyler Adams, Brendan Aronson, really put Leeds on the right foot. We were going forward with some serious pace, some serious venom, some serious guile, and it looked like we were actually going to create stuff. However, that final ball, it's still lacking. We still haven't replaced that Pablo Hernandez kind of player. And as this preseason has gone on, that has become more and more evident. People were trying to tell me that Brendan Aronson could potentially fulfill that role. But for me, yes, he brings a lot of qualities. And I'm not here to bash him because I actually think he's been one of our best players this preseason, Brendan Aronson. The thing with Brendan Aronson, he's very good at tight spaces. He's very good at picking up the ball from deep, transitioning us into a counter-attack. He's very good at intricate dribbling. He's very good at picking out a right pass, but he's not the type of guy that slows the game down. He plays it at his tempo. He's not the type of guy that sees moves 3-4 moves ahead of everyone else. He's not the type of guy that picks that 1 in a million invisible pass that even the people on the TV can't see coming. He's not that guy that just slows it down and he creates something out of nothing when there's nothing there. That kind of Pablo Hernandez player, that just pure creative midfielder, I don't think we have it. And I still think we're massively, massively missing that. I think Brendan Aronson deserves to start. I think he should start. And I think he would perfectly accompany an attacking midfielder because they'd be able to play off each other. And I think it would work perfectly for him. However, I do think we just need that gem. And we were talking about Juan Mata, and I'm not saying Juan Mata's the guy or the perfect player that we could sign, but he is a good replacement. He is a good new regen of Pablo Hernandez. I know he's not technically a regen, but he is that newer version of Pablo Hernandez. You would be there for a couple of years. He would bring experience. I would love a Rodrigo de Paul in that position, but let's be real, it's not very feasible. And I don't think we will get it. So can we survive without one? Yes, we can, but how are we going to deploy differently? How are we going to set up? The thing that we did see a lot this game is we started off from deep well. We were pushing the fullbacks up very high. We were pressuring Crystal Palace very, very deep into their own half. You had even Tyler Adams sat about 30 yards away from their goal, pressing them back, winning the loose balls. Tyler Adams, by the way, what a signing. Okay, for all the people that were sat there criticizing Tyler Adams, saying, I'm not too sure about this Mo Kamara, XYZ, better on the ball, da-da-da-da-da. Look, what are you thinking now? What are you thinking now after reevaluating, seeing him in a Leeds United shirt for a few games now? He has looked like dynamite in there. I'm not going to lie to you. The pace, the recovery pace, the positional awareness, the tenacity, and the quality on the ball. He has got some serious quality on the ball, and he was using that very, very well today at his disposal. He was spraying the balls around nicely. He started with Forshaw, and I thought Forshaw actually played pretty decently, and if you ever could keep him for an entire season, he could be a long-term part of the midfield and someone that's actually hard to displace by either Roca or Tyler Adams. But it's just his injury problems. You saw it again today. It's so sad to see. The guy can't keep himself fit. I thought he played pretty well while he was there. Tyler Adams, for me, though, was the standout performer in the midfield for sure. Rasmus Christensen as well. Extremely good. Very tenacious. Like Tyler Adams, they're both pushing up the pitch very, very high and pinning them back. And that's what we did well today. That's what I will say about Jesse Marsch. The pressing is very, very good. It's not like it's the Bielsa-esque pressing. It's not that gung-ho pressing. It's a bit more zonal. It's a little bit more calculated, but it is still very, very effective. And that's what I thought we did very well today. We pressed them high. Tyler Adams, Rasmus Christensen spreading the width down the right-hand side. I think we lacked it in the left-back position. We didn't have a senior Firpo there, and I know you're going to be like, oh, we're senior Firpo bashing again, da-da-da-da. No. It's not just me waxing lyrical about senior Firpo, but we need either a Jack Harrison at left-back or a senior Firpo at left-back or another left-back there. Strike did all right in that position, but he doesn't offer us the natural width that we get with a Firpo or someone else that could naturally play that position, or a Jack Harrison. And I think that harms us because it means that we were kind of funneling a lot of the work down the right-hand side, and that's where we were getting a lot of our joy in that first half. A first half in which I thought we were by far the better team, by the way. I know there's a lot of doom and gloom surrounding everything, but I thought we were by far the better team. I thought we created more. I thought we worked harder than them. I thought we looked more up for it than them. The only thing that I think we were missing is a lack of ability to put the ball in the back of the net to create that final killer pass, and that is what is going to come unstuck for us. If we're not able to create the killer opportunity against these teams, if we're not able to put these teams away, we're going to find ourselves in some serious, serious trouble. Because as we saw against Palace, a weak Palace team, a depleted Palace team, a Palace team which by all accounts was there for the taking today. We didn't take our chances. We didn't take them to the cleaners. And what happens? The last 20 minutes, the game flips on its head. Leeds is what was a very solid defence turned into a pretty shaky one. Turned into one shakier than a blindfolded man walking across a tightrope. And they ended up coming through the other end and scoring. And they really could have made it too. How Mitchell missed that header in the last minute of the game, I will never know. Although it probably wasn't as bad as Rodrigo Smith's, was it? Oh my lord, there were some hooners today. There were some hooners on both ends of the pitch. Leeds and Crystal Palace. The game really could have been more than 1-1. And to be honest, you're looking at a situation where Leeds were actually kind of lucky to get it to 1-1. We were a little bit lucky to get it to 1-1 because we shouldn't have got that penalty. Really and truly, was it a penalty? Was it a penalty? It was a little bit light, if you ask me. It was a little bit light. I'm not complaining, obviously, but I don't think that was that big of a foul on Somerville. And had VAR been there, you might have seen them maybe overturn it. But again, that just speaks to our lack of efficacy in front of goal, our lack of creativity, our lack of cutting edge, really. And was that down to the personnel displayed? Maybe. I think if Sinisostra was on the pitch for longer, could have been a different story. Could have been a different story because Sinisostra, for me, I think you saw it for Bamford's first shot that went off target. He gets the ball. He's got one man behind him, shoulders him off, bodies him away from the ball, takes it round one more man and slots a lovely little reverse pass into the path of Patrick Bamford. It was beautiful. And I thought he played very well in the 18 minutes that he was on the pitch. Unfortunately, he's gone off injured. They've said it's just a little hamstring problem, but hopefully that's all it is. Hopefully it's nothing major. We can't be having another injury. We've got 2 more injuries. We've actually got 3 injuries at the moment from the past 2 games, and it's looking a bit bad for Jesse Marsch after he came out criticising Bielsa's training methods in terms of getting people injured. So that has caused a little bit of backlash for Jesse Marsch, but I don't think he deserves too much backlash for this preseason because I thought overall it was a positive performance. I thought overall there were a lot of things that we could take out of it that I thought were very well. Tyler Adams, Rasmus Christensen, certain patterns of our play, certain times where we were pressuring them high, our pressure was very good. The build-up patterns from the back into the midfield, the way we transition from defense to attack at times was very, very good. Especially with Brendan Aronson, I thought he was key in that. The only thing is that finishing ability. That finishing ability was poor. Bamford doesn't quite look up to it. Rodrigo certainly didn't look up to it. We need another striker. I think we need another creative midfielder as well, if I'm being brutally honest. But we definitely need a striker to partner, in my opinion, Joe Gelhardt, who I think has been our best performer this preseason. Arguably our best. Maybe you could say Roca or maybe Christensen if you want to go that way, or maybe arguably a Brendan Aronson or even Daniel James as our best player. But I think consistency-wise, I haven't really seen Gelhardt have that much of a bad game. I think he's looked really sharp every single game. I think he's been pressing from the front. He's been the most energetic player we've had. His finishing ability looks a lot more mature and composed in front of goal. He's got a new breadth to his finishing. You know, you saw him try that chip today. Very, very close to going in, man. He just looks like the real deal. He looks like he's really growing into it. And next season, I think, could be a very, 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 very big season for Joe Gelhardt, and I think we need to be getting a striker that can partner Joe Gelhardt. That's what I think we should be doing, and I think that is imperative. But what do you guys think? What positions do you think we need? Do you think we need a defender? Do you think we need a centre-half? Do you think we need a left-back? Do you think we need an attacking midfielder? What do you think we need? Let me know down in the comments section down below. Overall, stick with Marsh. Give him a few games into the main season. See how we perform against Cagliari with some more players back. And let's see how the team performs. Let's see how these new acquisitions slide in, because they have all been here for very limited amounts of times. People like Sinistra, should I say, only been here for a matter of a couple of weeks. You know, it's not a very long time to bed into the system. Give these players some time. Give Marsh some time, most and truly. And I think you will see things start to rub off and really pay off. The signs are there. For me, they're positive. Other people say we still lack an identity, which I can kind of see a little bit. But let me know what you guys think. Are you happy with our preseason so far? Are you feeling confident? Are you feeling the rhythm, feeling the rhyme? Do you want to get it out like it's Bob say time? Or are you defeated and down in the dumps? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. But for now, guys, I will see you very, very soon. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters.